Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you some tips about importing images in and some of the nicer image editing that you can do in PowerPoint that you're not exactly able to do in Google presentations. And that's how I did make my example. So this does look a lot like a Google presentation. This is just a blank PowerPoint slide. One thing that you can do on PowerPoint is to change the size of your slide. So on page setup, you can decide instead of having it be an on-screen show or horizontal the way that Google presentation makes you do it, you could turn it upright so that you can have one that looks more like this. So that's one thing that's easy to do. You're not able to do that on Google presentations. Other things that you can do are some basic photo editing. So for example, if I insert a photo, a picture from a file, and I go ahead and I get this picture of a garbage truck that I use for something else, for quote dumping. So there's a bunch of things that you can do on PowerPoint. So for example, if I just want this part of the picture, I can crop that picture. So I highlight it, I say crop, I can drag it in like this and then unclick it, and now I have a different shape picture. On Google presentations you can only resize, but it has to keep the same shape. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do with pictures on PowerPoint is to do filters or remove the background, which is how I got that girl on my example, the girl walking. So for example, say I want this to be black and white. Over here under recolor, I can choose that I want it to be different saturations. I can choose different colors that I want it to be, and I think for this one, like if I wanted to just make it be black and white, it would be this one. And so then my picture becomes black and white. I can also do corrections. So I can make it brighter, darker, I can sharpen or soften edges. So just basic photo editing things that you can do right in PowerPoint, which is nice. I can also add a filter. So maybe I want it to be kind of blurry or paintbrushy, the same way you would on iPhoto. I hit that and it turns out like that. So I can, and I think I can make that stronger or weaker as I choose. So again, you have all these options with PowerPoint about what to do with your picture. Over here is the borders of my picture, so I can make it different shapes. I can even reshape my picture to fit a certain shape. So, for example, if I wanted to crop this picture and I wanted to make it be a circle, I would do that, and all of a sudden it becomes a circle. And I'll change it back so that you can see what the picture actually looks like. So no filter. So there's my trash picture. It's now a circle with blurry edges. So you just have all these options with PowerPoint about what you want to do there. The other thing that you can do with this, which is neat, here's more edge things, is that you can make your picture more or less transparent. So I could layer it over something else and I would be able to see the other thing through it. So you can layer your pictures that way. The other thing you need to know about working with PowerPoint or with Google presentations is about ordering things. So sometimes you'll make an element and it will disappear behind something else. So for example, if I insert another photo, so here's this weaving project. This was from another writing video. So now I have these two pictures, right? So I'm going to shrink this one down, and this one's in front. Well, maybe I want this one to be in front. You use the arrange menu to reorder them, and so you can say that I want to bring the one that's in the back, I want to bring it to the front, and then it switches them around. And you'll see now that this is transparent, and I can even make it more transparent, so I can start to see the weaving through it. So you can do this interesting layering stuff with PowerPoint, which is pretty neat. Again, here's the reordering. Move to front, send to back. You can rotate things. Then you can do a free rotate if you want it to be more specific, so that they're like at an angle. So that would be arrange. If I wanted to rotate, rotation options. I can rotate it around as much as I want. So maybe I want it to be at this weird angle like this. Okay, fair enough. So you've got a lot more options on PowerPoint with how you can move things around. So that's a big benefit there. And that was the big thing that I liked with PowerPoint instead of Google presentations. Of course, with Google presentations, it's easier to share with a partner and both work on it at the same time. So feel free to use whichever one you want, but those are some of the cool photo editing things that you can do within PowerPoint. All right, good luck.